Coronet Films is making me hungry already. Huh, William Young's been doing good for himself since American Idol. Whoops, the shorts and RCA, better take it back to Radio Shack. Blow up the house and blame it on Houdini, only 1995.
Chemistry that Herb bought for himself.
It is mine! All mine!
Let's all watch Billy and Herb and the chemistry set.
I am watching you.
We'll learn some things about fair play.
Remember, a boot to the head is always fair.
As you see this story, we want you to think about questions.
Like, why am I watching
Questions
this?
such as, what is fair play?
I thought you were
Perhaps when the
supposed to tell
story's
me.
over, you'll want to talk about the...
Talk about what? What?
See what Herb's doing.
Well, he's not making soda, that's for sure.
He starts with two clear lips.
Too clear lip.
Ah,
I completed a mundane
it would be
task.
fun to do experiments like that.
If
But
you're 80.
Herb isn't going to let Billy try.
Stay away, brother. I am doing
Billy
science!
wants his dad to make Herb let him do it. He says Herb's not
Well,
fair.
that's one less kid to take care of. What do you think, honey?
And Dad thinks perhaps he'd better explain to Billy.
Son, there comes a time in a man's life where he
Herb
wears his
shares
pants all
most
the way
of
up to his
things
neck.
with Billy, but maybe it is fair for Herb to keep his own chemistry set and not let Billy
Son,
play
only
with it.
communists use chemistry
After
sets.
all, Billy is rather young, and he doesn't know how to use the chemistry things safely,
My voice
He
is
might
going,
break something.
Shatner,
or hurt himself.
or blow up someone. Well, everyone's gone, so now is the time for dancing!
And Herb earned the set for himself, so he has a right to it.
Oh,
Do you
it's
think that's
you.
fair? What about it? To play fair, should Herb share the chemistry set?
No way. Take it, Herb. Take it and run.
Well, Herb didn't share the set
And several lives were saved that day.
all evening. On Saturday morning, the boys usually help by doing the dishes, but
I want to
what's
do
this
chores.
tug
No,
of
me, I
war?
want to do chores. No, I don't want to do chores.
It seems they want to dry them because neither wants to wash. Well, whose turn is it to wash the dishes?
Mom, you sound like a middle-aged
Herb's
man.
turn. Billy's turn.
Mom's turn!
Taking turns is always fair, but here's another question to think about. How can Herb and Billy decide whose turn it is?
Dueling pistols at dawn.
Mother thinks it's fair to make a rule and follow it.
Mother
She'll
is
mark
wrong.
the turns on the calendar. Herb is older, so he will wash today while Billy dries. And next time, it will be Billy's turn to wash the dishes. So Herb and Billy can play fair by taking turns and by obeying the rules. That's one way to play fair.
I think I found Atlantis. Nope,
Oh,
that's just a knife.
Herb's cut his hand. Must have been on a sharp knife in the sink. Mother will have to clean the cut.
Mom, Mom,
Billy-
Mommy, Mom, Mom,
Billy has
Mom,
an idea.
Mama, Mom,
How
Mom.
about a bandage to
Mom,
keep the
Mom,
cut
Mom,
out of
Mom,
the
Mom.
cut?
Hi.
Another way to play fair is to be helpful.
Sitting down is helpful to everyone.
Well, Billy has the bandages from the bathroom now, and...
Time to
Herb's
blow up the
chemistry
house.
Herb said not to touch it, but...
But Herb's an
he's
idiot.
downstairs. He'll never find out. What do you think? Should Billy use Herb's chemistry set?
If you want to start a nuclear fallout, then sure.
Remember your answer to that question.
I didn't know there would be a
let's
quiz.
see how Billy makes out. My, those things look strange to Billy.
My, those things look
Well?
tasty.
Try this one.
No, not that one!
There.
A young Billy creates a new fuel and is rewarded the Nobel Prize.
Now,
Nah, my hand! Anyone who's seen District 9 knows what happens next.
no, Billy isn't hurt. Just
Or is
stained
he?
with harmless chemical ink. But Herb's
Seemingly
chemistry set-
harmless.
Ooh, Herb's waiting for the bandages.
Ooh,
Here they
Billy
are
gon' get
to
it!
fix Herb's hand. But what about Billy's stained hand?
There's no cure for that, nor is there for the stain on his conscience.
This will keep dirt out of Herb's cut. Herb's all right now.
Grandma's right.
Billy
Band-Aids
offers
do
to
cure
wash
everything.
and dry the dishes. To do both. Herb thinks he could help. But don't you suppose Billy sort of wants to do something for Herb? To make
Like
up
put a
for the
stink bomb in
chemistry
his
accident?
pillow.
Herb says all right. It's a good chance to work with the chemistry set.
Seriously, how much fun is this chemistry set?
Herb will find out about the broken test tube.
And about the hamster that Mom said
But Mother
ran
thinks he'll cut
away.
heels a bit. And she goes back to finish her work.
Because watching TV for 5 hours straight is work. Must wash away the sin.
Now Herb remembers that it's time for Billy's favorite program. And he
Because
offers
all
to get
kids
the
love
station
radio
for Billy.
serials.
After all, Herb wants to play fair.
I noticed today that
With lots of fresh milk and fruit so you'll grow big and strong.
His favorite program is a
Back to
commercial?
the adventures of Mary and Eddie. When we last saw our young friends, the captain had just landed their rocket plane on the
Billy
surface of the moon.
isn't really listening to the radio, is he?
He's
He
listening to the
has
voices
too
in
much
his
to
head.
think about.
Like, why is there a
Herb
camera in here?
Has been playing fair with Billy, and Billy ought to play fair too. He ought to tell Herb about the chemistry set. And that won't be easy. Besides, maybe Billy ought to buy a new test tube for Herb. But Billy has only a little money saved.
He only has
He's
$1
been
million.
planning to buy some marbles, and if he buys the test tube for Herb, he won't have enough left to buy his marbles.
He lost his marbles. This
What
explains
should
so
Billy
much.
do? To play fair, should Billy buy the marbles or the test tube?
The marbles. What did Herb ever do for you? I wonder if I
Well,
should join the circus.
Billy decides he will play fair.
Hey, Herb,
and
I
after
broke your
he
set. Okay,
tells
bye.
Herb, Billy will go up and clean up the mess he's left in Herb's room.
But he can never clean the mess in his soul. Oh, so that's what Big Macs are made out of.
So Billy
Ah!
buys a new test tube.
Thing
And
approves.
there's Herb's chemistry set, just as good as new. Herb is pleased that Billy played fair. Of course, Billy will have to wait for his new marbles.
And for his
But
beating.
he feels better this way. And do you know what Herb decides?
Road trip!
He's going to let Billy use the chemistry set some of the time.
Don't do it, Herb. Don't do
and
it.
he'll teach Billy how to do it safely.
Remember,
That is,
always
his
carry
father
test
and
tubes in
mother
your
agree.
mouth. Well, it gives us time to go to Florida. I mean, cook something.
Why, of course. They're glad that Herb and Billy have learned to play fair. Herb and Billy are glad too.
For now.
And what have we learned about fair play?
Wait, there's a test?
To play fair, when should we share things?
Never!
How do we decide whose turn it is?
Wrestling match?
Should we respect the property of other people? What should we do to make up for our mistakes?
Hide the evidence and move to Mexico.
What is fair play?
I thought you were supposed to tell me that. This video brought to you by Burger King.